Hello and welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing. I'm your host Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at a recent release, 2024's Late Night with the Devil. As always, we're going to do three things today. First of all, we're going to break down the film. Second of all, we're going to do a quick review of the film. And lastly, we're going to rank and review the film to find out if it's the greatest disturbing film of all time. So let's begin our breakdown of Late Night with the Devil, and as always, there'll be minor plot spoilers, but there won't be major ending spoilers. Here we go. Set in the 70s, the film's prologue is framed as a documentary, and we're introduced to Jack Delroy, who hosts popular talk show Night Owls with Jack Delroy.
I'm your host, Jack Delroy, and thank you.
We see that him and his wife Madeline are one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. We also learn that Jack makes frequent visits to The Grove, an elite California camp for rich and powerful men.
The Grove has long portrayed itself as a harmless summer camp for the rich and powerful.
Interestingly enough, The Grove is based on a real-life place called Bohemian Grove. And if you just do a quick little bit of research into Bohemian Grove, Late Night with the Devil will make a whole bunch more sense to you. Sometime later, Jack's wife Madeline dies of lung cancer, even though she wasn't a smoker, and her death has a major effect on Jack as Night Owls halts its production. Jack ultimately returns, and in order to boost the show's ratings, decides to do a special occult-themed episode on Halloween. The majority of the rest of the film is set in a found footage style, and us, the viewer, are posed to be watching the master tape of the episode at hand.
What you are about to see is the recently discovered master tape of what went to air that night, as well as previously unreleased behind-the-scenes footage. It is the live TV event that shocked a nation.
Special guests on the Halloween special include psychic Christou, former magician turned professional skeptic Carmichael Haig, parapsychologist and author June Ross Mitchell, and June's latest subject, Lily Diabo. Christou the Psychic is the first fruitcake to feature in the episode, and he does some John Edwards-esque style cold reading, where he claims to be able to talk to the dead. During the broadcast, Christou experiences a premonition about someone named Minnie, which was Jack's private nickname for the deceased Madeline.
I'm getting the name Minnie! Does anyone here know a Minnie? Please accept!
Carmichael Haig, the skeptic who is based on real-life skeptic James Randi, is introduced to debunk Christou and challenge him. But as Christou storms off in a fit of rage, he becomes sick and projectile vomits black liquid all over the stage.
Go to commercial. Go to a goddamn commercial.
He's then rushed to hospital during a commercial break. In the following segment, paranormal expert Dr. June introduces Lily. Lily is the sole survivor of a mass suicide committed by a satanic church. The church worships a god called Abraxas, and again, a quick bit of googling will add a whole bunch of context to this film for you. Lily is peculiar. She speaks in a strange manner, and when she's addressing anyone, she stares directly down the barrel of the film camera.
Thank you, Mr. Delroy. I'm so glad you could join us too.
Despite June's warnings about the possible consequences, Jack convinces Lily and Dr. June to conjure the demon, who Lily dubs Mr. Wriggles, as it wriggles inside her brain. During another commercial break, the crew inform Jack that Christou died in the ambulance from a hemorrhage on the way to the hospital.
Christou is dead. What? He had some kind of hemorrhage in the ambulance.
June's conjuring begins, and Lily becomes possessed by Mr. Wriggles. The demon claims to have met Jack already, under the tall trees, and asks him, with the voice of his deceased wife Madeline, how he could let it happen.
How could you let it happen, Jack? How could you let it happen?
Carmichael challenges June by subjecting Jack's sidekick Gus McDonnell to a hypnotism demonstration, which causes everyone in the studio, including Gus himself, to see worms coming out of his body. When the production team rewinds the footage, it proves that the demonstration was merely a hallucination experienced by everyone in the studio. However, the supernatural phenomena that occurred during June's conjuring is played back and appears completely unaltered, revealing that there was no tricks at all.
You say cameras don't lie, right, Carl? There must be some rational explanation.
Jack is horrified during the playback of the footage, where he realises that the ghost of Madeline is standing behind him with her hand on his shoulder. But Carmichael Haig accuses Jack of orchestrating the entire event. Lily becomes possessed again and a bolt of lightning from the ceiling connects to her left hand, while a bolt from a nearby television monitor connects to her right. All of a sudden, her head splits open and a glowing bright light begins to shoot out of it.
The power of Christ compels you.
That's as far as I can go without giving you the grand ending spoilers. So that concludes our breakdown, guys, and before I rank this film to find out if it's the greatest disturbing movie of all time, we're going to do a quick little review. So, Late Night with the Devil is a great film on paper. Although it might not be a classic found footage film, it's not a found footage film, right? And I feel like it's a refreshing original spin on the found footage genre. You really do feel like you're watching an actual show. I love the acting, the script, and the casting. They did a fantastic job and they really nailed it. And the fact that a lot of these people, organisation, and even this event is based on something in real life is a super cool idea and provides a strong foundation. Unfortunately though, Late Night with the Devil would have benefited from an extra 20 minutes to really connect all the elements of the story. I was honestly left feeling really confused by the ending. Having said that, the cinematography, costuming, and language, even the concept, are all very true to the time of the 70s. Late Night with the Devil is an okay film that had the potential to be an outstanding film. So the first thing that we're going to do here is just rate Late Night with the Devil for how good we thought it was as a film in general. First of all, I'm going to rate the film to see how good I thought Late Night with the Devil was subjectively, and I'm giving Late Night with the Devil a 49.6 out of 100. Obviously, my opinion differs greatly from the opinion of everyone else quite often, so I'm also going to average that with the general consensus from movie review sites. And when I look at the most popular movie review sites, it looks like you guys are rating Late Night with the Devil an 80.3. When we combine my rating and your rating with an average, we're left with a film rating of 65. Next up, we have to figure out how disturbing we think Late Night with the Devil is, and as much as this is a horror movie, I actually didn't find it too disturbing, although slightly interesting. So unfortunately, on the disturbing scale, I'm going to give Late Night with the Devil an 18 out of 100. The ultimate disturbing rating that we're now looking for is simply an average between how good we thought the film was and how disturbing we thought the film was, and when we put those numbers together, we're left with an ultimate disturbing rating of 41.5. Now we're going to open up the grand spreadsheet that has all of the ratings and stats and statistics information for all the movies I've looked at, and Late Night with the Devil is sliding in there at a number 14. That makes it slightly more disturbing than Don't Worry Darling, but so far less disturbing than Stop Motion. Thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing, guys. I'm Billy Bogues. Links to the spreadsheet can be found in the comments, and please, if you've made it this far, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. I'm a new creator and it really helps the channel. Thanks so much. See you next time.